going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about silver and whether or not I think that a potential major massive sell-off is coming over the next couple of weeks. But really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to help support the channel by getting some DYDSS merchandise, of course we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, as well as the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee available in orange, gray, and purple. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today I wanted to talk about a potential up-and-coming major sell-off if the spot price of silver were to drop significantly. Now, as I'm recording the video, spot price of silver is only about $24 and change. I think it was $24.13 last time I checked. I will put a picture right up here on the screen. But I wanted to talk about this today because we have a lot coming up over the next couple of weeks. We're going to get a ton of information. I don't have very much of it just yet. Unfortunately, I can't predict the future, but a lot is happening over the next couple of weeks. We have presidential election coming up. We have a potential second stimulus finally being announced after months and months and months and months and months of talking about it and pretty much being unproductive. We have a potential vaccine that's going to be talked about. We have a lot of shutdowns that may or may not be lifted. A lot of people might go back to work. A lot of people who are at work might have to go back home due to another lockdown. We have a lot of information in front of us, and we're going to be learning a lot over the next couple of weeks. Point being is that there's an entire list of factors that are going to be playing a role in potentially what spot price does next. There's a whole list of factors, and every factor on the list has its own separate list of sub-factors. So it is impossible to determine what's going to happen because, after all, silver has over 10,000 different uses, and it relies on so many different factors to determine whether or not silver is going to be going up, whether silver is going to be going down. But I want to talk about, hypothetically, if the factors lead to the spot price of silver going down. Now, like I said, the spot price right now is about $24, and spot price has not really moved over these last couple of weeks. It has been fluctuating in the mid-20s for a little bit of time now, $24, $25, $26, $27, $28, and it hasn't really done much since it got within that range, within that mid-$20 window. And I wanted to talk about something because there are a lot of people over these last couple weeks, last couple of months, who dove in to the precious metal markets. There's a lot of people who started stacking the silver, maybe gold, but primarily silver over these last couple of weeks, last couple of months. Tons and tons of brand new people who are stacking silver who got started when spot price was roughly, let's just say about 25 bucks. We'll keep it at a solid number. I've been thinking about it, and I've actually been saying this. I just haven't dedicated an entire video to it. I've been talking about it for months. If the spot price of silver were to drop to, let's just say, $18, $19, if silver somehow manages to make its way down to the teens again, which, by the way, in my opinion, would be fantastic, although I don't necessarily foresee that happening, but if that were to happen, here's what I truly believe would occur. Tons of people who started stacking when spot price was about 25 bucks, if they were to see silver go down to $18, $19 and realize that their stack took a 25% loss, a lot of people who are still of the fiat mindset and short-term mentality would panic and run scared. There's a lot of people out there. Now, I'm not talking to the overwhelming majority of people who watch my videos. If you watch my videos, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I am a long-term thinker. I don't care about next week, next month, next year. I care about decades in the future. So I'm not stacking silver for anything to happen over the short term. And I'm personally not fazed by what silver does in the short term. It's irrelevant to me. It's interesting to talk about. It's exciting to talk about, but it really doesn't matter because I'm long-term focused. But a lot of people don't think the way that I do. There's a lot of people out there who don't think the way that we think. We're in it for the long term, the overwhelming majority of us. A lot of people aren't. And you want to know why that is? It's not necessarily exclusively because they were trying to make a quick buck, although I would assume that there are plenty of people who did that as well. But it's also people who are just riding the trend. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of hype and excitement going on, and they're
like, oh, silver's going up. What do you mean silver's going up? What in the world is silver? I need to get my hands on some silver. Everybody's telling me silver. Let me go get me some silver.
There's a lot of people who are doing that. They didn't do a lot of research. Maybe in their minds, silver was a way to make money, when in all actuality, silver is a way to save money, because silver is money. I don't think you can make money off of money. Maybe you can make some currency off of money, but then we get into the whole inflation, value going up with this, and then depreciating over there, so it really kind of levels out, so it's almost as if you didn't make any currency at all. That's a story for a different video. I would assume if the spot price were to drop several dollars, if it were to go back down below 20 bucks, number one, it would make headlines again, because silver didn't get headlines for a while. It finally got headlines, it finally made the news when it cracked the $20 mark, because it was the first time it did that in several years. And over those last couple of years, with silver being below 20 bucks, most people were sleeping on silver. Some of us were capitalizing on it because we saw it as an opportunity. A lot of other people said, no, it's not valuable, it's not worth anything, it's, a waste of time, waste of space, whatever they want to say. And there are a lot of other people who weren't saying anything about silver because they didn't know about silver. How are they going to know about silver if nobody's talking about silver, if no one's teaching them about silver? Of course, you can go and do your own research, but you're not going to go and research something that you've never heard of before, like the whole silver stacking concept. It's a brand new concept for people who have no idea what it even is. So the point I'm trying to get across is when silver started to get a lot of attention, a lot of people started to pay attention to silver. The people who love silver were still stacking silver. The people who were hating on silver started to stack silver because they were proven wrong. And the people who had never heard about silver finally heard about silver, and many of them dove in. Now, spot price has been $24, $25, $26, $27 for a little while now, and it hasn't done very much. But if spot price were to drop, I would assume many of us would be able to pick up plenty of silver off of the people who are trying to, quote unquote, cut their losses and sell out of fear. But not only that, something I talked about in my live stream the other day, silver is something that many of us do, whether you want to consider it a hobby, a lifestyle, or just simply a way of saving money, whatever you want to view it as. It's something that we do. It's almost second nature to many of us, but for brand new people, it's almost like it was a trendy topic. We talk about silver because we love talking about silver. A lot of brand new people were talking about silver because it was in the news. Anything in the news is exciting to talk about. It's interesting, it's a hot topic. A lot of people were talking about silver because it was trendy. But just like any other trend, they fizzle out, they fade away. So obviously stacking silver will remain, but stacking silver for trendy purposes, I think kind of fizzled out. When spot price really stopped moving, I think a lot of people who were in it potentially for the wrong reason, I think many of them already started to lose interest. So if we were to throw in a 25% drop on top of that, I would assume that a lot of people are going to be selling off. Now, when I say a lot of people, I don't mean the people who have been stacking for years and years and years. I don't think a lot of people who are in it for the long term really have that buy high, sell low mentality. That's usually something that people do when they really don't know any better or they don't exactly understand what it is that they're doing. Same thing goes for stocks, by the way. People don't like to buy at the top and then sell when prices fall down. A lot of people do because it's out of fear. They think that they're going to lose even more money. See, when it comes to stocks, maybe that is the way it is. I'm not a big stock investor. But when it comes to the silver, it's hard to say that you lost money because the money is still all right here in front of you. If I picked up every bit of this silver when spot price was, let's just say, $50 like 10 years ago, spot price is pretty much exactly half of where it was back then. Did I lose half my money? No. All my money is still right here. It went down in fiat dollar bill currency value, but that always fluctuates. You think you're going to have a straight upward trend forever? That's not the way things work. And like I said at the very beginning of the video, there's an entire list of factors that are going to be playing a role. Silver has 10,000 different uses. The general state of the economy is going to be playing a role. Shutdowns are playing a role. Election could potentially play a role. And everything on that list of factors has a separate list of sub-factors. Silver is going to be sporadic. The volatility of silver, it has its ups and its downs. Of course, it does have that upward trajectory. It does have its dips and drops and pullbacks. But overall, I see it going upward. So, in conclusion, I would expect a massive sell-off to occur if we were to see spot price drop significantly. However, it's not just about a potential sell-off if the spot price goes down. Because going down is just one of the two options. What if spot price went up? What if over the next couple of weeks, all of the factors and sub-factors that are playing a role cause silver to be driven up again, similar to what we saw a couple months ago, when it went from the teens to surpassing 20, then 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, $29. What if we see something like that happen again? What if we see $24 silver go up to 28, 31, 33, 36? What if that happens? Well, I guess that's a story for a different video, but it's a possibility as well. And it's impossible to predict. So be very careful when you listen to people who are making psychic predictions, because they have absolutely zero idea what they're talking about. Sure, you can make an educated guess. You can make an assumption. But to declare silver is going to do something very specific by a very specific date, in one ear and out the other. They're not telling you. They're trying to tell themselves. So I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know. What do you think could potentially happen over the next couple of weeks regarding the spot price of silver? We don't have to get into the whole negative news and politics and everything, but when it comes to the spot price of silver, what do you think, or more importantly, what do you hope that it does? Do you think everything going on in the world is going to cause silver to drop? You think it's going to be on a standstill for another, maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe another couple of months, maybe all of 2021, it'll still be in the mid-20 range. Maybe it'll go up. Maybe it'll finally pass the $30 mark again, which, by the way, in my almost 3 years of stacking, I have not seen that occur. I started when spot price was $17, and all it did was go down. It went to $16.50, $16.25, $16, $15.50, $14.75, and that's when I capitalized, and it stayed in the $14, $15 range for a little bit of time. Gold was down too at the time. It was down to $1,100, $1,200 bucks. I picked up a little bit of gold back then as well, and then it started slowly climbing its way back up, and then 2020 happened, and the whole world turned upside down. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below regarding the near future of the precious metals. And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I can read more comments and respond to more viewers in real time. You can get access to giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shout outs, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. It all gets posted in one spot. I just posted one earlier this morning. Some of you already capitalized on it. And of course, you can watch all of the YouTube videos commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to subscribe. New videos every single day, 365 days a year. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,500, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers, many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Crackin' Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, the limited edition DYDSS Halloween tee, available in orange, gray, and purple. Only available this month, so get one while you can. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know. With everything going on right now, we have a lot on our plate. We have a lot to look forward to. We have a lot to pay attention to. We have a lot of information to absorb over the next couple of weeks. We have an election coming up, potential vaccine update, potential second stimulus check, shutdowns, going back to work, people who went back to work potentially being shut down again. We have a lot in front of us. What do you think, or what do you hope, everything happening, all of the factors, the whole list of factors with a separate list of sub-factors, what do you think, or what do you hope everything that's going on right now will cause silver to do next? Go up, go down, sit still for a little while? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.